Hi guys, I am currently sat here in my new shop window. It's a very good big space, however with very good big spaces comes very good big paint projects. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today, and I'm going to be decorating my shop window space. So I'm just going to give you a feel right now for how it looks. So as you can probably see, it's not in the best condition, but that's okay. Believe it or not, I have given it a clean, but I just keep scuffing it back up. So yeah, I have already painted this here. I did this in my Creative Corner membership group, which I run with my friend Kerry Rose. I also have the ceiling to do here. So I'm going to get started first of all with the floor. I have a few ideas in my head of what I want to do. And I want to keep it fairly simple because I don't want my arm to drop off. So it might work, it might not. But I'm going to start with Dixie Belle Silk Whitecap. And this has a built-in primer and a Tougher Snails top coat. So what I'm hoping is that this is going to cover the bad floor, hopefully really well. I'm hoping the Tougher Snails top coat, which has never let me down in the past, not even on bathroom tiles, is going to hold up to some high traffic. So we'll give this a go. As I say, the floor is already in bad shape. I'm trying to get a green tick, basically, like an eco tick on my shop, to try not to buy anything in that basically is going to replace the wood that's already there. I'm going to just do my best to start with by giving it a paint, and hopefully this will cover up a lot of the scuffs as well. I've put 3 coats of silk on this, which equated to one of those big tubs. So it's not perfect, as you can see, which means I'm just going to have to make it look not deliberately imperfect, but I'm going to have to do a look that's deliberately imperfect to make it look effortlessly imperfect, and like I've not just done a bodge job, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to do some stenciling. This might be the bit where I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment. You know, because I am now going to stencil this onto the floor with this colour, Deep Seas. It's like a navy blue colour, also from the Silk Mineral Paint range, and a roller. So this is going to be testing at the very least, but let's get to it. Normally I would masking tape the stencil, but there is so much to do that I am literally just going to try and blag it and see what happens, because otherwise I'm going to be here forever. Okay, so the whole floor is now stenciled. You can see it's a tiny bit uneven, but that's okay. I doubt the floor wasn't, like the actual floor wasn't even, if that makes sense. So like it wasn't a straight line, so it made it a little bit difficult, but it's okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand it now. Silk can be sanded straight after you've painted it. So I'm going to see how it looks sanded, and then if it looks okay, I might just leave it, because I was going to glaze it, but I think maybe it's going to look alright. And bearing in mind, there's going to be furniture and things on top of it anyway, so most of it's going to be covered. So but it's still going to be like subtly impactful in the shop window, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to start sanding this. I'm now going to use a bit of copper patina paint. So this has real metallic pigments in it. However, I'm not going to patina it today. You can patina this paint, i.e. make it look rusted, by spraying some of the blue Dixie Belle patina spray on it. But today I'm just going to keep it copper, and I'm just going around the outside of my window frames on the bottom part, around the outside of the window frames on the floor. Yeah, that.
So all I'm doing is very simply painting this like sideboard part. I don't know what you call this. Probably going to take 2 coats and that's fine, but I just wanted a little bit of metallic around those edges, just to give you a feel of how it's looking. So yeah, I like it. It is now time for some, I'm going to do some copper leafing on the ceiling up there. I actually haven't done copper or gold leafing in years, to be honest, you know, not the traditional kind. So I'm just going to have a play about. I'm going to try using Clear Coat Satin by Dixie Belle as a glue. The copper leaf that I'm using is just some unbranded stuff that I got off Amazon. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. This is the clear coat, and I'm just going to test a small area to start with. It's not perfect by any means, but a lot of this shop isn't perfect, and I would be here forever if I was trying to like sort out every little detail. So it really is a case of just making do and mending, and just making what I can of it without taking all year to sort it out, because it is just me, and yeah, it's just me. So I can only do what I can do. I can't afford to like have loads of, you know, people doing everything for me. But to be honest, as nice as that would be, it's kind of more satisfying to do it myself anyway. So I'm just applying a little bit of clear coat, and I'm just going to test this little bit of area here. And I'm just going to leave it to go a little bit tacky. This is the copper leaf. Let's just apply this. Okay, I've already made a mistake. I've already done like a little holy thing there. It's fine. I think I can just probably add to it like this. As I say, I've not done this in years, so I am just playing here, and I'm just going to, I've just got one of these brushes, and I'm just going to brush any excess off, and I've just brushed it all off. So that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Try again. It's all sticking to my fingers now. I'm not always very good with fiddly stuff. I guess it's just going to be one of those things, the more you do, hopefully the easier it gets. I mean, I don't even know what is considered a good copper leaf, to be honest, so I don't know if there's like different qualities in there, if some break more than others, or if it's just me. It's probably just me. But I'm going to keep going. I'll get there eventually, and yeah, we'll just have to see how it turns out. It's quite funny really how bad I am at this. I hate fiddly things. I had to look up some gold leafing paint tutorials, but it turns out it's normal. So yeah, it's just because the surface is uneven, so it just means that I have to go over with more leaf, and I should be patient, which is not my strongest point, and just take my time with it and layer it up. So yeah. So it's a Saturday, and I'm taking a much needed break. I'm taking a day off from the shop today, and I'm going uphill, and I've headed to one of my favourite like chill out places, Ilkley Moor. I love hiking and trail running. That's how I kind of chill out. So I've just decided I'm going to do that today. So that's where I've come from, and right up there is where I'm heading. So it's a good workout. I'm pretty much at the top now, so that's where I come from back there, and yeah, I'll show you where I'm going. And over there is where I'm going, and there is a pub. So a few miles that way there's a pub, and I'm off for a pint the ground hasn't caught up with the fact it's almost spring. So yeah, there's a lot of like jumping around, and it's quite fun though, to be fair. It's good to get the body moving and the heart pumping, you know. Cheers guys. Guys, I'm back in the shop and I'm going to show you what it's looking like. This is how I left it on Friday evening. It's not good. So I have been told it's probably the fact I've not been using proper glue. So I've only bought one of these and it's nowhere near big enough, but I have some gilding glue now on the advice of Tracy from Tracy's Fancy. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to do the area up there, and then my plan is, if it doesn't go to plan, I'm going to do some kind of like patinaed look with the copper that's already up there, but we'll see. So I'm just going to leave that to do its thing overnight, and in the meantime some Bond Emboss, which is an adhesive primer, and I'm just going to apply this to the light fixture. It's the next day and let me show you how it's patinaed. So I really like it. This is the other one, and I've also done a bit of patina on my wall there, but I'm going to sort that out a little bit. That's going to yeah, I'm going to put a bit of dark wax on it all in a bit, but first I'm just going to paint my lights in Smoky Mountains silk paint.